Hello and welcome back to my stream, and I'm back today playing the Louie's quest of the Pikmin Squared mod, or Pikmin 2 technically. It's the remake of Pikmin 1 using the Pikmin 2 game engine. So I will be continuing my playthrough of the Louie's quest game mode that was added in the mod, and hopefully completing it today. I should be able to complete it today. So it's probably end up being a little bit of a shorter stream as a result. We're on day 23 now, so got plenty of time left. So I get back into that. Now, last time I managed to gather all the remaining parts, other than the final item, which I believe is the golden pikpik carrots. So going through all these, marked them all as complete. So I've still got 3 entries in the creature notes left to finish. That one I've looked through, and from what I can tell, I think it's the wisps that are that one, which I've beaten the normal wisps. I haven't beaten the fire wisps, and they're a new addition to this game, so I reckon that's probably what that is. So I'll need to keep an eye out for them. If not, whatever. These other two, I think that's a Smoky Progg, and that'll be the final boss. So that'll be the final boss, which I have seen. So I first saw this on Press A's stream, and I did manage to catch the very end of it. I didn't manage to catch most of the stream, which is why I ended up playing it myself. But, I did catch the very end of the stream and saw him fighting the big bunny, so I'm guessing that's going to be the big bunny. This one I think is the Smoky Progg, because I found the egg and couldn't reach it last time, but I think I just wasn't trying hard enough. So I will be going after that first, see what that's hiding, because it's not got the items, so all the other items are accounted for, so if it's not got one of them, what is it hiding? So I want to check that out. Maybe holding nothing, but it's the way it was sort of tucked out of the way. I think it's got to have something that's hidden, so I'll be investigating that. So first things first, I'll be going off to find him, which I think was in this area. I think what I was doing before, I did test it briefly. I wasn't using enough Pikmin to reach him, which is stupid. I thrown some Pikmin up to it and couldn't quite reach it. Didn't dawn on me to use more Pikmin. Just checking my stream. My feeder is frozen. I want to make sure it is actually working. Yeah, it is working. my feeder frozen. That's fine. Right. Okay. Let's grab some more blues this time. Grab some blues to reach it, and then some reds to fight it with. If I can, I'll swap back. Got 2 Pikmin buried in the ground somewhere. These down here, grab the blues. Oh, that's right. Wanted extra numbers, got to clear the way again. Charge. Oh, come back here. No, do not. Apparently my stick was still charging, so obviously didn't recenter it properly. Attack! Now, this bugger's up here. actually, might be worth... sending the reds back, or at least most of the reds back. No, not a blue. Okay. So I don't have too many Pikmin with me to manage. Unfortunately, I can't listen them all back. They're gonna die, because I can't listen them back. Did I just kill it straight off? Okay. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, I think I'm gonna Okay. Every other time I've fought one of them, I haven't destroyed the egg. So, that was my mistake. That was something I was not expecting. Didn't realise you could just destroy it like that. Right. Let's try less Pikmin this time. Just try and get just 1 or 2 on it, just to get some damage on before I... Yeah, I overdone it a little bit there. Let's go with 30 of these. I got 40 last time. That's too many. Note to self, don't destroy the egg if I want to fight the thing. Not sure if I really want to fight the thing, but there's got to be something that's hiding, so... Off we go. Let's try that again. Charge again. Try that again. Something back. Oh, yeah. That worked. That worked. That worked. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Turn to blues. Red's better fighters. I've got a couple of Pikmin missing, which I'm guessing are buried in the ground after I fought the bosses last time. Right. Is higher angle going to help? Possibly. Do not like this guy. Put a few on, just keep hitting it. I'm going to lose Pikmin on this, but... Let's go around. It doesn't just shake them off straight away. get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down. There we go, and that's a horn. That's a horn. Grab that to replenish Pikmin numbers that I've lost. Don't lose too many. 30. So I've got 2 left in the open mode. Well, that wasn't easy enough. I do not like that thing. First time I thought it, I lost almost all my Pikmin when I was doing it in the regular game mode. Cool red horn. New whistle. Ah. Can pluck Pikmin. Pluckaphone. That's going to be handy. Right. Okay. So. No, not that one. That one. Where have the Pikmin I lost bosses? There they are. Over by that boss. Right. So. Oops. Just press up for a sec. I might as well start just grabbing. Just stock up on numbers if I'm going to do the boss fight tomorrow. So. What am I looking at numbers wise? Could do with some more reds. Reds are a little low. Turn the blues. None of them? Nope. Get a load of reds. Try clearing out this way. No water here now, so that makes this a lot easier. I'm very bad at aiming this. Got very much. So the water definitely helps there. Charge. Not also maybe under there. Okay. Down here was this one. Leaves. The ones carrying stuff up here. All good, they're basically back at base. Anything more around here? So I should have everything covered. Leave things there. Don't want to go that way. Because they're just annoying. So back the other way. I don't really need to be doing this, but I might as well. I've got plenty of time. So I've got everything else from this area now. Leaves are a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Actually behind. Charge again. So I'm guessing the final boss isn't going to take more than a day or two to beat. If I come here, I'm going to want some more Pikmin with me. So I'm going to go back and grab the rest. Including those ones that are stuck behind a log. Do hate it when they get stuck behind logs like that. in the water. So I need to get them with blues if I go for them. So did lose one to the dwarf bowl bears. I can never remember which way around the names go. This guy looks like he's trying to get this way. He is slowly coming after my Pikmin, so I'm going to try and kill him first. Nice and easy. Just to stock up on numbers, so reds are the best fighters, so it makes sense to have most of them. I have done runs through this game before now, my earlier runs. When I first played the game, I tried to have as few Pikmin losses as possible. But I will not be doing that on this strong mode. Want it without going in the water. There we go. That's most of the enemies cleared out now, so I don't really want to be fiddling about going up on that ledge to get anything up there. I think it was a boss before anyhow. Snagrets? No, I don't know. Can't remember. I done that last week. So this is just building up numbers now, so should be good. I don't have too many losses today, which is quite handy. Just waiting for the rest of these to come in. They're going to take a while. I'll just switch these out for blues once they've arrived and then let the others bring them in slowly. Plug phone's definitely a handy one. Check I haven't left any Pikmin idle around the place anywhere, stuck on roots and stuff again. To me, not the... Okay, you've decided to help with that, fine. Right, with these... Do I even want to bother those? No, I'm not going to bother. Too close together, a bit risky. Just in the day. I always like looking at them back. Just me. Didn't see the fiery wisp thing. I think I've seen them spawn here before now, but nothing's spawning there. Maybe it was a normal one last time and I killed it. Oh well, go to sunset. I've got the pocket phone, so that should be handy. So just the final boss left to do. Well, the whole area, but see how far I get. So I did see a bit of the final boss when I saw Press A playing it. So I know it does throw down elemental carrots, and they're fire and water types. Because I remember him mentioning that he's glad they did do electric types because electric's instant kill. So for the final fight, I'm guessing yellows was going to be mostly useless. Which is kind of fitting because they were basically essential for the normal final boss. But you did get them first in this playthrough, so kind of balances out in the long run. Oh, definitely upped my yellow, my red count. a bit more than I was expecting to. But that should be fine. So, save there. I'll just check right about these creatures. Yep, there's the Smoky Progg, which is called Creature of Darkness by Louie. Don't like how it looks. Will possess you if you eat it. Okay, tastes like seaweed. Alright. Final area, one part. The last course this is almost certainly a alteration of the original final area, so should be fairly similar route. There's be some different obstacles along the way. Okay. See the fire spouts are still there. A little island there with the bomb rocks on, that used to be a lot bigger, but they also used to be up top there, so they're easy to get, but don't really want to try throwing them across that. That's not got a bridge across to it. So I guess we're going to have to lower the water level. Which also makes sense with the bomb rocks. There's a gate. Blues. So we've got a bridge there to build, so I'll grab some reds as well. Let's do half and half. I'll leave 10 for yellows. Grab 45 of the other two. Ooh, too many. 5. 45. Usually you do 12 of yellows, but I don't think I'll need that. In a small area, so I can keep going back if I need to. Grab the reds. Over here. Blues to bring with me. They're along here. Fortunately that electric gate can't get to them. There's all the reds on there. Start building here. That looks like a water blockage thing. And an electric gate beyond it. Gonna go grab yellows ready. Leave them there for a minute. See how they're getting on with these. It's the gate I need to get through first. There we go. This. That going. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that drained the water, so we can now get through safely without the blues, but we'll need blues for the final fight. Grab these yellows for the bomb rocks. Hello. Get this gate down so I can get to the bridge. Almost finished. That's probably ready. Well. That would be an issue. Just as the bridge finishes. Go around them for a minute, because I saw the electric. There's another gate there. Yeah, that's enough to. So I need to straight that. Try getting further. Some bombs here. We've now got bombs, so I should be able to take this gate down easily. Got more bombs there if I need them. Plenty. enough. No, it's not. Blast the whole thing. Right, now return the yellows, grab some... another 5 of each of the red and blues. And grab the blues that I left down the bottom, which... wasn't the best idea. Just them to go in. Have half a day to get the final boss done, hopefully. May just go very badly, but we'll see. Up here? No, there isn't. I'm going to go all the way around. Right. Okay, what have we got? There's a gate over there. Can I get that gate knocked down before we start? Even knocking that down, so check the boss. Oh, there it is. Okay, what we've got? Anything useful around here? Oh, hey, fire thing. Spicy spray. That'll be helpful. Right. I should use those first. I'm so glad I got this Pikmin. No! No! I didn't pluck quick enough. Oh, that was a big loss. It's halfway down. Water. Oh no, Ah, boulders. Oh. Come on, he's in the red. On his face, on his face, on his face. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Just good. Come on, get out of the ground, you stupid thing. Attack! Kill it! 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 Bomb! Oh, got killed. I do not have enough Pikmin to bring that back. Right. Well, I killed it. Lost 65 Pikmin. Which isn't great, but seems to have done it in a day, so that's something. To grab some more Pikmin, I can bring that back and we'll be done. I could do that better, I'm pretty sure I could, but it's done. It's done. I was very tempted to cancel that after it ate a load at the start. Grab breads. Back up to 50. Wait, that's not actually 50, is it? Which colour I've got now? Oh well. Whatever. It's done. It's done. That's the important part. I just need to get it back to the shipping time, so it's going to be a last minute charge. As many Pikmin as I can on it. Can I get all of them on it? No, limit 85. Well, here we go. Golden pikpik carrots. Retrieved. Should be just in time for the end of the day. They move quicker while on screen, don't they? That's the thing about games. Something I see from Presso's videos. Watch his videos quite often. So quite good videos. Quite interesting some of the challenges he does. Saw him do the no onion challenge yesterday. That's alright. Come on, get it to the ship. If I do this with the counter on screen, that's just timing. There we go. That's just perfect timing. So, lost some Pikmin, but we got that. And we're done. My stream feed is not loading properly. I'm trying to monitor it. The stream, it's not refreshing the feed properly. Right. Finally recovered my golden pikpik carrots. Now I can leave this planet and finish my shipment. Ship's complete. Yeah. Basically the same animation it was last time. So the orca rather than the dolphin. We get the old ending sequence, but with Louie this time. Remixes of all the music. Not a good job with this game mode mod. Same as last time. Ooh. Yeah, that's basically the same animation, just with Louie instead of Olimar. Doesn't really need to be much more though, does it? So. And off he goes. Attack. There we go. Cutscene. Classic. All the different colours. How many of those colours will we actually had now. So light blue is the ice. There's a grey which would be the rock. Pink is the wind. Green is the... can't remember what it's called. Red Pikmin 4. The ghostly Pikmin ones. Louie's escaped the planet. There we go. Days since impact. Today I completed my mission. My ship is as good as new, and my gold carrots are all recovered. I'll miss those Pikmin, but I think they'll be fine without me. I'll spend the rest of my journey writing recipes for the different creatures I ate while I was here. Basically what he does in Pikmin 2. The Piklopedia notes. All 30 parts, all 20 creatures logged. Playtime 5 hours 41. Pikmin lost 238. Could be better. 24 days. 1,636 surviving Pikmin. Yeah. The items, ship parts. There we go. And then we get the credits. Yeah, so it's a fun game mode. So they've done a really good job of that. So the Pikmin Squared team. Project lead was PikHacker. Yeah, they've done such a good job of that. That could generally just be another Pikmin game in itself. So I don't usually play mods, but this one just looked too good to resist, so I do like the Pikmin games, but replaying games I find a bit boring, so something a bit different. I don't like the sort of challenge ones, it's the randomizer ones and stuff. So I like playing games how they were designed, so I don't tend to play modded games. But this, the way it created a whole new storyline, I like the idea of that, so I decided to give it a go. So I first saw it on Press A's channel, so shout out to him. So I watch his stuff fairly often. Well, them, because it's the two of them. I can never remember which one's which, to be honest, when I'm watching them. There's two of them, cousins I think, that run the channel. Yeah, they do various challenge videos. Yeah, so I like the way they brought in, so they didn't just reuse old content, they actually brought in some of the Pikmin 2 content and sort of enemies and stuff, and I think they were unfinished games, game elements, so some of the enemies and stuff that weren't finished for any of the games, so they've completed them and added them into this story mode. The rabbit might have been an original thing they've made, because that fits with the story that Louie tells of giant space rabbit eating the carrots. As it turns out, it didn't. I mean, we never thought it had done anyhow. Here's all the new things I added. The rock shooter. Great source of iron launch, has loads of it. That's the other one. Being in the water, that was a pain. Truffle puff. First one, it's just called a puff sword before. It's probably Louie's name's one. That wisp. That was the wisp I was needing. What's that called? Willow wisp. Okay, it was actually called a wisp. I just guessed the name. It looked like a wisp, so I don't know what the original one's called. I can never remember the names of that. was painful. That was another one, annoying because it's surrounded by water. So I really needed blue Pikmin to try and fight that. So I had to figure that one out. That was an interesting spin on it. So kind of elements from other bosses that we use later on, so it's obviously the ideas that we use. That Decorate Academy was a pain in the arse. I think that's another new one. But having to hit the shell in such a specific spot to get it to open up, that was really annoying. If you could just hit it with the bomb, with the rock, that would be a lot better. That was annoying just because of the flames, so you needed reds. So the elemental side of that, I think it's annoying enough without it, but the fact that you needed reds made it so you couldn't kill it until you got them. And the bunny. Of course, the bunny. Wait, that's just the new ones. Was the Puffstall a different type of Puffstall? Run the Space Bunny. Yeah. Louie likes his food. Was the Puffstall a different one? Had they modified it? I assumed it was the same as the... And he's eating the golden pikpik carrots. So as we all suspected, Louie did eat the golden pikpik carrots. It wasn't Space Bunny, but he blamed the Space Bunny because it tried to eat them. Well, the happy end. There we go. So yeah. So I've got some time now, so might as well just give my thoughts on some of the other elements of the game. So I've just been through the enemies. So I'll continue where I left off. A little bit glitchy in places. So this restarts me back before the final boss, so but I have cleared it now, so that's fine. So it doesn't actually count me as having found them. That's a little bit annoying that it doesn't actually save the final boss data after you've beaten it. That, even if you resume, it would be nice just to have that in the file so you could see it in completion. Or even just have the final part and just have you go and face the final boss again. Just get the part again, maybe, I don't know. But that's a shame. But yeah, so love the takes of these entries, just Louie's food-based notes and the scribble drawings of them. Usually has kids with it. Flying grub. Hard chocolate meat inside. Pretty weak. So I don't have the entry for that, so I might need to... Maybe if I encountered the boss and then ended the day, that would work. To get the entry. Don't know. Is it the golden glint beetle or glint beetle or something like that? It's called by Olimar. Made of solid gold. Probably pet to sell than eat. Tastes good too. Tastes too good to sell. Those are great. I like the way they've done all these just to add the extra addition and stuff. Shame they didn't do all the existing creatures as well, they just sort of replaced the existing ones with the new ones. So there's only the same number of spaces. So I think they could have just sort of shrunk them down a bit. So you got space on either side where you could fit some more in. And possibly shrink the boss ones down a bit more to fit them in. Might have been an idea, but... That's not bad. So most of these are existing ones. I'm not sure if all these were in Pikmin 1, they might have been pulled in from Pikmin 2. Some of these are definitely old ones. So the fiery thing there. So this Puffstall, I thought... Horrible mushroom. I thought it was just an old Puffstall, but it didn't seem to be tripping as much. Red bug. Is the red bug from Pikmin 2 rather than Pikmin 1? Might be. That's definitely new. That may be new, I'm not entirely sure. That's new. That's old. That is old, because it was one of the special bosses with the Mamuta in the first game. No, the boss at the end. Yeah, I'll just go through the areas, just get my views of them as I go through. So I've got plenty of time, so let's just see what I would change in them if I was designing this. So this first area is a fairly simple one mostly. That middle bit was horrible. So coming back and finding... Oh, they've even got different enemies today. Does it change what enemies appear based on what day you come? Like in the original game? That might be it. Because I had the boulder shooters. I got some people down here. Or a Pikmin down here. Obviously died to the Fiery Bulb Blacks, is it? The Fiery Bulb Blacks was kind of disappointing, to be honest. The fact that it was just on this little island, surrounded by water, just made it too easy to kill. You just lure it into the water. Anyone who's faced it before knows that trick. And I'd have preferred it if it was sort of something slightly different. So, sort of, maybe in an area where you still needed blues to get to it, but then it was in an area, so even if they sort of added an area back here that was sort of recessed, that you could then flood. So if there was like a water spout that you had to unblock with blue Pikmin, and you had to get past the Fiery Bulb Blacks to activate it, and then when you did, it flooded the area, extinguished its fire, and so on. And then you fought it normally. So that would have made that a bit more interesting. So the hardest part of that day was just getting through this sort of gauntlet area. So with all these would just be easy because I could swarm them. When I had all the boulders and the snitch bugs, that was horrible. That was definitely if I'd just turned up on the wrong day, that's just torture. It'd be interesting to see what enemies show up there. So if that's... I've seen two different variations to it now, so that's an interesting one. So usually it was the Gulix or the Mamuta that was in that area on alternating days. But if they've just shoved a ton of enemies in there on alternating days, that's definitely interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting the same things to be there, or yeah, I should have expected something different. But kind of makes sense. Go back to the last save to go to the next area. Didn't actually look on the map, did I? Wait, only one of the areas I haven't actually looked at the map before now, so... So this area I've just been to for the Smoky Progg to get the horn. Very handy. Definitely useful in that last fight to get burying Pikmin. All the sprouts left behind from the good for the Progg, Smoky Progg. Always get them wrong. Yeah, that's the final one. This area I think was fairly well done. So the Smoky Progg being right there, so you could see it as soon as you land. It was teasing. It was like it was there just to tease me. So I know I had to go down there for something. So most of this is fairly straightforward. So this boss was horrible. Doing it in an area that sank and filled with water, that was nasty, because with the beady longlegs you usually want to use yellows on it. But for this one, that made it a lot more difficult. It's kind of... reminded me a little bit of the enemy from Pikmin 3, which I guess looked a bit like a giant beady longlegs, but the one with the big tongue that came out. So it's not a bad addition around here. So it's a tricky area to get through. Just a bit of fun there. run past him once. So that bead long legs, was, or new long legs, was definitely an interesting one. So just putting stuff in water when you didn't have blue Pikmin at the time was fun. I've seen all the glitches that Press A does. This draining the water, that was a fairly good idea. So it allows you to block off part of the area at first, then open it up afterwards. That worked quite well, I think. The boulder roller things was a nasty addition. That puzzle with the weighted scale block things is a bit of fun as well. So generally I quite like this area, so it's just getting to the Smoky Progg was the hardest bit. So and all these over here, nice bit of fun. And then hiding the last item round the back here, so you quite easily miss that. I don't know if that was actually a... don't know if that was a new addition to this area. Can't remember what this area had in it before. I get the feeling they might have added that back section. The map doesn't fit properly on the screen because of the widescreen adjustment. Yeah, I quite liked how they sort of reconfigured this area. Which I thought they've done a pretty good job of that. So still, you can sort of still see sort of part of the old area in this. I think this was part of the old area, unless this was an unused area that they remade, but it does have elements that I seem familiar with, so I think it's just been redesigned. So I think there was like additional paths through parts of these that they've blocked up and changed with other segments. They've done a really good... if that is a sort of redesigned one, they've done a really good job of this one in particular. So the first area didn't really get much of a redesign, that was mostly as it was, with just some very minor differences. This one, yeah, they've done a good job. So, what more can I say? So some of the throwing puzzles to get Pikmin in and out of that watery area as well. So, clever. So a lot of water restriction, which really held you up early on because you didn't get the blue Pikmin until the next area, I believe. So yeah, that was a good area, definitely. So this next area is the cave, I believe. Not that one. Cave. I'm after the cave. I'm after the cave. There's the cave. Cavern of Candy. I'm trying to think what I got in this. Is this where I got the red Pikmin from? I think that's where I got the red Pikmin from. So I'm pretty sure they've changed all the crystals here to be pink, yellow and stuff. That in the distance, that just looks menacing, just the glowing eyes and the fire around it. So that's definitely an interesting take on that. The electric beetles, pulling them in from Pikmin 2, that was good. So the electricity stuff wasn't in the game, in the first game, so adding that in from Pikmin 2 was... it gave yellows a bit more function. Where's the map? So I think this whole area at the bottom here, that's all been opened up from what it was before. So I think it was all fairly enclosed within the central space here. Oh, got a couple of berry Pikmin again. So opening that up, reusing the puzzles down here, that's fairly straightforward. I think they did tweak them, but that was fine. Some of these sort of tiered sections, that might have been somewhere they could have used the fiery bowl blacks, I think. Sort of have a section that's flooded and then have the next section with the fiery bowl blacks in that you then have to flood by unblocking something. So have it surrounded by water so you can't even cheat your reds in to fight it before you flood the area. Or even take some reds down there and then have the area flood and have them die. That would be quite a funny trap. As they're thrown around, have them start unburying it and flood them out there. So as it was, I don't think they really use these tiered water sections that much. I think they reconfigured it slightly, so you got like different sections connecting and stuff. But I would have liked to have seen a bit more use of that to sort of separate off different bits. So I think as it turned out, as it ended up, I just sort of came back with blues and just cleared the rest of it out fairly easily. So it wasn't really much of a challenge. So adding a fiery bowl blacks in the middle of this would have been a bit more interesting because you had to fight your way past it or sort of flood it, which I think would have been perfect for this sort of area. But yeah, so we picked up the reds from there. We had the clam things over there, which fairly straightforward stuff. The Gulix, having that in this area, that's blocking off the bomb rocks. That was nasty, but managed to find the way across above. So the Gulix appears over here with all these jellyfish. Snitch bug was annoying. So the Gulix is guarding these bomb rocks, which is what you want first in this area, because you have to get through the walls. So that was quite good how they limited you with the bomb rocks as to what you could access in a day. But so here, that was one of the items. There was an item over there. There was... Is there another place I came to find bomb rocks? Or was that it? I might be thinking of the main game. That might be the main game. Probably was what I'm thinking of. So you have to keep going back there to get the bomb rocks in order to unearth or open up different fruits, and it was with the Gulix protecting. I think was it back here I finally found some? Yeah, finally found some bomb rocks back here. But you have to get through the fire stuff first, so you do get the reds there. So you have to sort of plan your way around to open this up with the bomb rocks you find first, which then gives you access to the other bomb rocks. So yeah, the frogs are always annoying. So combining the elements is good. Combining elements is a bit nasty there. And there's all these electric fields. You had yellows to start with, so that wasn't that difficult to deal with. You just had to make sure you cleared them out every day. So it was fairly straightforward. So the Gulix made this area harder, but so you have to plan your bomb rocks efficiently, which I probably didn't do a great job of. So this whole area down here, by the time you get blues, you can easily get the bomb rocks to get through it, and that area just became too easy in the end. So it's just, I think that was a bit of a disappointment, that side of things. Everything was sort of focused on the Gulix blocking the bomb rocks. Once you got blues, this area just became easy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that area. So not the most. So it wasn't bad, but I think they could have done more with it, especially the sort of water part once you came back with blues. Giant's Desert, this is the one I have not seen the map of properly yet, because I got the radar after completing this area. I think this one's got some of the biggest changes to the map, or the biggest additions at least. something that bugs me about this map is the fact that it is a desert, even though there's all this water. There's so much water, and yet there's next to no green. Doesn't seem right. I mean, there's a few little plants and stuff like this, but sort of aesthetically, you kind of expect there to be more. So just a few more plants just growing in it, not just sort of like the odd cactus. So I think just around the water, or even in the water, just some more plants, just to sort of flesh out the area a bit more. So you can just have sort of the plants and then just disappearing into desert as you move away from it. Would have been fine. It would just have this as an oasis, which it basically is. So this whole area back here is a new addition, I believe. So usually this was the map, pretty much. So I might have widened this bit up a little bit. But this whole area back here, this is all new. Which I wasn't expecting such big additions to maps like this. And that was a boss arena, which that's where the armoured cannon beetle thing was, which that was nasty. That's definitely a nasty one. So it's such a confined area, trying to manoeuvre those boulders around to hit it right on the back. I think that either needed a bigger arena or a bigger hitbox to get it to open up. So I think that boss could have done with a little bit of tweaking. Guys, I'm guessing the boss wouldn't have regenerated. So that arena there, just don't think that was big enough. And then when the Pikmin started coming through here, when I first arrived, they started coming through here to try and take stuff back when I was trying to send the blues back. That was like, that was alarming. So this area is pretty well. So in fact, you have to go through all that. Then you need yellows to get the item up there. It was rather annoying. But in general, I think this area is pretty well designed. I just wish the boss was not so horrible. So I think I got lucky with the hits when I did it. It took me a couple of attempts, and from what I've seen, other people have taken a couple of attempts. I'm pretty sure Press A took a couple of attempts as well. Oh, right there across. So this bit, I got very lucky that I found the depleted snag rat when I did, because I was about to just charge straight through to get the item back there, through the gauntlet. I just thought I'd scope out the area first, and that thing popped up. Apparently that thing respawns unlike the other bosses, so that's fun. I wasn't expecting that to respawn. Oh, it's because I didn't bring the head back. All these cannon beetles with the cannons as well. Blocking off the cannons with the boss wasn't bad. But this was a bit too easy, I think, because I just ran straight through and they just didn't respond to me in time. No, it doesn't. Now they start. Now they start going up. Yeah, once I got to here and I saw that it went straight up there and I'd already killed the snag rat, so that was very lucky I did that. There it is again. This bridge seemed kind of pointless considering I just took blues to it. And I think that was a decoy. I don't see the... Oh, I guess if you tried to blow these up, I think that was more of a bait, because you could just... I think I got made too easy that you could just run straight through. I think the idea was that you blew them up, but you didn't need to. So I think that was a bit of a shame that it didn't quite work as intended. So I like the idea, just didn't quite work in the end. This bit getting the bomb rocks round there, that was clever. So you had to blow this up in order to get it through. Then you had to take your yellows round here. Was it the gate you knocked down? That was it. You had to. No, this was an interesting, clever clever one. So you had to throw the yellows up to the top there, then come through the water with blues, bring them round here, throw them over this wall to get to the bomb rocks there, then throw them back, take the water spout back over with them, and then pick them up, and then blow the door open. So, back and forth, but I quite like that. That was quite a fun thing to do. That was horrible. Is this where I ended up getting the blues from? I can't remember. I found an item there. It was like an item I'd left right till the end. I just forgot about it. I can't actually remember where I found the blues now. The redesign of this area isn't bad, but there just wasn't enough to... So I still haven't even opened that gate up. I think they tried to do too much with that area and it just wasn't really worth it. But I guess other people might not have seen ahead or looked ahead and managed to get through there, but... So just being able to run through with reds, kill that thing, drop the ramp. So I didn't blow that up, which that would have been a shortcut back, but to be honest, it's not that much longer going the long way, really. So as long as you get on there quick enough, it's not a problem. Just leave them going, just make sure the way's clear. It's easy. So I think that was a bit of a pointless bit. That was annoying every time. The way they changed this puzzle, that was fun. So I took ages on this because I kept getting blown up here and thinking, oh no, I need to get back up. I didn't realise I could just take my Pikmin to here and throw them up. I think with the yellows you can actually get them up there, which I didn't realise you could throw them that high. But I assumed I'd need to get up there, so I spent ages trying to get onto there. Didn't need to. So that was a tricky one. I've been very tricky with that one. Getting some extra bomb rocks here was handy. And then needing reds for this bit was... yeah, it was fine. I almost got enough blues on it without actually getting them burned to get the item, but I end up throwing reds on anyhow and just changing back to blues afterwards. So, yeah, it was fine. A fairly simple task. This was an interesting one. The weighted platforms again. So you can see the stick right beside it, so I quite quickly figured that out. Had to balance them, so just had to proportion myself correctly to get up, so I managed to do it first time in the end. But you do have to clear out all the enemies first. It's really became a bit wasted because I don't think I ever actually came through that way. I think some of my Pikmin went through that way, which I didn't realise until they started to get attacked and killed. Yeah, I think I spent more time on certain areas of this map than others, so the new areas... let's turn around. So the new areas... so in general, great. So it's just a shame that the gauntlet area didn't sort of work as well as they would have liked. So it was... I'm pretty sure you were supposed to blow up the cannon things, but you just didn't need to. So maybe they needed more so that you had to blow them up, or just made them more responsive. Maybe even change the angles on them, or put the cannon beetles in instead. Because you have the cannon beetles at the entrance, but then just the cannons as you go through. So it's like... it ended up not being much of a challenge when I just ran through. Yeah, the boss could have done with a bit of work, so I don't think that was great. Hiding the pleated snagret at the bottom of the jump, that was nasty. So maybe they intended for this to be sort of a bit of a bum steer sort of trick area, So make you get all the bombs to go through, get to the end, and then realise that it just drops off the edge, and then there's a boss enemy right underneath. It's like, that's horrible, but I think I stumbled across it and figured it out, so it wasn't too bad. That ledge thing, that killed a few Pikmin when I first done it, because I slipped, and that was dumb. But yeah, that wasn't great. But it gave a little bit of a twist on the old puzzle. So before you just threw blues up, now you have to have the fire obstacle in the way. So you think, oh, do I need to fight the red Pikmin? No, you can just weave the blue Pikmin through. That was fine. The tweak to that puzzle was a nice little change, so it made it a bit more... It caught me off guard. Middle area, yeah, I don't really know what... I think they just needed something to do with that area. Would have been nice to get something a bit more interesting going on there, but it is what it is. In this back area, though. Small tweaks, but it worked. I think it worked quite well. So it's just... So, generally quite a good area. So aesthetically, I think it could have done with a bit more green around the water areas. So if you've got all this water, just having little shrubs like this is a bit minimal. So if it was an area that drained and flooded, that would make a bit more sense, maybe. But it didn't really seem... Just the odd sort of cactus and shrub here and there, it just doesn't... I'd prefer if it was more oasis-like than just barren desert. I mean, there's this whole pool of water, it's not just going to be desert. There will be life around it, plants and stuff. The amount of plants you get just doesn't seem proportionate to the amount of water. There should be a lot more plants, I think. If you were able to drain the area, then fine. So it sort of introduces the fact that it's not always flooded. Or even if you come here and flood the area, maybe they could have done it where it transitions. So it starts off barren desert, then you unblock it and some plants start to grow. That's probably stuff they've done in some of the other games. With the water puzzles. So they could grow some plants. Grow some plants to act as pathways and stuff as you unblock the water. So could have done something more there, but maybe that was a bit too much. So just a bit more plant life, I think. Just a bit more green around the water. Even if it's just some like weeds and stuff in the water itself, some weeds and reeds, or just around the water. Just around the water is all that it needs. So as it is, you've got that with the green around its hole, but that's it. So there's all these animals. So you've got some reeds in there, but I just think they need more for the amount of water. I mean, that's even just a little puddle, really, and it's got more reeds than the main body of water. So it just doesn't seem to fit. In this back area, again, it's just there's all this water, but next to no plants. So this section has plants. Why? I think they just didn't know what else to put down here. So I think this area could have benefited from a bit more aesthetic work done to it. So layout wise, it's great. I think they've done a pretty good job with the layout. Central area, I think they ran out of ideas to do a little bit, maybe. But in general, I think they've done a fairly good job of the area. It's just the aesthetics of it, I think, could do with a bit more work. So they do make it a bit of green around the water. Just, I think, would finish it off a bit better. But that's just my thought. So, otherwise, good area, fun to play. It's just the aesthetics of it. So, that's my thoughts on that area. Just gonna have a quick sip of drink. Give me a sec. Yeah, you can see. It took me quite a bit longer to do the Louie's quest than Olimar's quest. So I've done Olimar's in about half the time. Actual playtime actually wasn't that different. Anyway. Right. I always find navigating on here awkward. Yeah, that's all the sort of main areas covered. So this final area, I like that they added a couple of different mechanics in. When I played this on Olimar's quest and I had to throw the yellow Pikmin across that sort of island, that was a pain in the arse. What was I doing? Just work my way through again, see if I can unlock the encyclopedia entry. Yeah, having this sort of straight away, I realised there was something going on here that I'm not making that throw. It was hard enough making the throw before when there was a larger island here, so it's like I'm not making that throw. And then see this, and it's like only blues can get through there, and that looks like it's the main way through. So you've got to deal with this water somehow, because there's no way to build a bridge otherwise. Build a bridge there, because there's a ledge up, so you obviously need something there. Then you see this. So this was a decent addition. The electricity, that one is clearly just for aesthetics. Maybe it's a distraction. I don't know. But let's grab the reds again. The reds were... I was about to say that. Oops. Lost some reds. Right. Yeah, so I like the way they redesigned this. I added some neat puzzles in. So. The electricity was fun. Just putting that many bomb rocks there. They were just making a few... I could have allowed my Pikmin. That's a little bit annoying, I didn't notice that before. Head back here while they're doing that. Pick up the reds I lost. And I'll go grab those bomb rocks to open up the path. Yeah, so got all the flowers to soften Pikmin colours, but not really needed at this point because you're going to have plenty, unless you're doing a challenge run. Which I think they were actually there in the main game anyhow. That's just something that's been left behind. Yeah, my Pikmin just went straight through there and didn't get harmed, so I think that's a bit odd. Whatever. There was only 3 that was needed. Ah, perfect time. Camera angles. Bit of a pain. Well, the bomb rocks I had. Oh, I guess it was. Thought there was more bomb rocks than that in the first area. But... and I've lost some Pikmin down the bottom. Actually. Might as well flower them on here. I know I don't need that many bomb rocks, but I'm going to need to go grab those Pikmin from the bottom anyhow, so it's fine. Nope, no, not enough. Yeah, fairly simple sort of path to the end, so once just scoping it out is fairly... it's not going down quick. Fairly simple to get to, so... that wasn't too bad, but... I think the final boss got made easier because I got the phone earlier. So that did appear to be a hidden item that most people don't get. So I just saw it up on that ledge and thought, that's got to be something. I've left 5 Pikmin behind. I don't know if I've lost 5 Pikmin. I don't intend to fight the boss on this day. I'm just going to see if I can get the encyclopedia entry for it. So, if you can't get the encyclopedia entry for the boss, then that seems really odd. Because I've beaten it, so I should be able to get the encyclopedia entry. So it's just annoying me. I can get the fiery wisp as well. I just leave my save file with both of them available. That'd be nice and easy. Yeah, so that side area of here, this sort of empty area around here, I've never seen the point in that. It's bugged me. It just seems kind of redundant. You just don't seem to use it for anything. It really annoys me. Right. Trying to avoid triggering the boss again. Found the wisp at the top, so I'm going to grab the wisp first, then trigger the boss. So this is just... it's obviously just reused the old area from the first game, which is fine. Oh, there's got the regular wisp. Get more. But that's ridiculous. Get them all that time? Might have done. Oh, it's one missing. Oh. Final boss fight could have been a bit more tricky if I didn't have the phone. I did mess up at one point and I left some buried without paying attention. Where is it? There it is. it down here? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not actually going to fight the boss now, so I'm just going to leave the Pikmin here and just trigger it to see if I can get the... I just want to see if I get the entry for encountering it. So I won't save this day, I'll just leave. But I'm just a bit of a completionist, I just want to see if I can actually get the encyclopedia complete. I've already done it in one day less, so... I'll just see if that works. But yeah, so I'm really happy with this game mode. It's a lot of fun. So some interesting tweaks they've done to it. Some fairly simple, but don't think it really needed that much. So this area, simple, but still worked fine. So it's just a different take on it, just using some different puzzles. So maybe some more difficult puzzles might have been more interesting, but just sort of drain the water first, and then the rest is just simple. Maybe could have done with something a bit better than that, but for what it is, it's fine. It's puzzle-wise, it's probably similar to the first game, I'd guess. So if you're familiar with Pikmin puzzles, it's probably nothing too out of the ordinary. So I've played every Pikmin game, so I'm familiar with all of it already. So I don't do all the cheats and hacks, well, not hacks, but all the sort of glitches and stuff. I don't do all that side of things. So. But yeah, just want to see if this actually gets the encyclopedia entry. Just completion wise, it's annoying if you can't get the encyclopedia entry to stay on your file. So even if, when you beat the boss, even if it respawned on the next, if you could continue on the next day, come back and maybe get like, instead of getting the PikPik carrots, get another item or just some pellets or something like that from it, just to, because you didn't get any pellets from it when you beat it this time. The bugs. I won't save now. I just want to see if it's possible. If it just to see if it does actually give me the entry. Okay, it's giving me something new. It's not. It has not given me the final entry. That is annoying. That. Oh, I know. You get. Yeah, well, I'd have to beat it and then not retrieve the PikPik carrots, won't I? That's how I'll have to do it. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's how I'll have to do it. That's a little bit annoying. It's doable. It is technically doable. It's just an annoying way of doing it. So you can beat the boss just as long as you don't recover the PikPik carrots. It won't tick over to the final cutscene. That's what it is. So I might do that tonight, maybe. I don't know if I can even be bothered. Now I guess I'll leave it there. So yeah, fun game. So I done it originally on day 25. So yeah, that shouldn't have saved there. But yeah, fun game. So I recommend anyone who likes Pikmin games to give it a go. So a few bits sort of could do with a bit of refining, a bit of tweaking here and there, just to iron out a few of the edges, but generally good game. So the fact that it's just a mod and it's as good as a full-blown game, I think it's great. And I'd really like to see more games like this. So it is a lot of work though, so I'm aware that it's taken quite a while to do all this. But the ending on the cutscenes. But yeah, so I don't usually do mods, but this sort of mod where it's a whole new game essentially made out of an old game, I think it's great. Nintendo might have things to say about it, but if they're not going to release Pikmin games more often, I think there's enough creativity in this that I think they should just turn a sort of blind eye to it. So this is the sort of thing that they would probably get taken down, unfortunately. But I do like the Pikmin games. I don't think there's enough of them, but they do take quite a while to make because of any game. So I would like there to be more Pikmin games, even if they were just simple games, or just gave more support to the games we've got with like challenge levels released periodically. Just the Dandori seemed like a perfect way of adding new challenges into the game, and I think Nintendo would really benefit from more things like that. Maybe even a level builder of some description, like building dungeons or the caves style, like Pikmin 2 style caves as a dungeon builder, because they were randomised. You could quite easily have players just build them out of pieces. I mean, even Zelda got their sort of dungeon builder where you assembled a dungeon out of parts of dungeons. I would love to see that in a Pikmin game, and have people just piece together. As I said, it's still a bit glitchy in places. The logo was just flickering. Yeah, I'd love to see a sort of level builder for caves just added to a Pikmin game, just to give it more longevity and more to do. The current Dandori things, I mostly just do in one shot, maybe take a couple of attempts at the harder ones, but I find them relatively easy, so just a bit more of a challenge. And even if Nintendo don't have time to build it, to design all the levels themselves, just to create a template where people can make their own levels would be amazing. And just have people being able to share them online would be great. Just a gallery of challenge maps. And I've seen so many games do it before now, where build a map, complete it yourself, and then release it for others, just to prove that you can actually beat it, and then release it for others to play through. It's like that. You're basically getting players to do half the work for you. I'm pretty sure everyone would love that. And this is kind of what they've done. They've sort of used Pikmin 2 to rebuild Pikmin 1, and then built this new game mode from it. They've sort of put together parts that they already had, mostly, so they have done a few new bits. But they could do that with a challenge mode. They could add new enemies into a challenge mode sort of thing with a map builder, and allow users just to add their own enemies. Maybe they have their preset challenge mode with their official levels, and you unlock things for your own caves by completing them. So maybe there's even a point system where you have to earn points to use in your cave, and the more people play your cave, the more points you get to make your cave better, and that sort of thing. So, I can't remember what game it was now, but there was Pirate Software was playing a game similar to that, where you upgraded your base that was being raided by players, And that seemed like a great game. I was very tempted to play it. I missed the demo. There was an open beta or something like that they were doing at the time. Unfortunately, I missed that because I was busy with other things at the time. But that looked like quite a fun way of doing it. So having users make the content. So Mario Maker is that same concept. If just do that with Pikmin. It shouldn't be that hard to do. So I would love to see that. I would love to see more done with Pikmin. So I like the whole aesthetic of it. I like the gameplay of it. I mean, I like puzzles. I like collecting things. I like the sort of exploration side of it. The combat isn't too complicated. Just throwing Pikmin. It's elemental matchups. It's simple, but you can still do a lot with it. And I really like that. I'm a big fan of Pikmin games. So probably one of my favourite genres of games, or franchises of games. So I would really like to see more done with it. So even if it was just sort of mini games and not, it wouldn't even need to be a full game. So just like a cave builder. So they could just release that as a whole game in itself, just Pikmin Cave Builder, and just have you designing caves. So add some different aesthetics to it for the different pieces. So you could unlock them as you progress. There's a lot they could do with that sort of thing. And they could add to it over time with updates. I would say DLC, but I'd ideally make it free DLC rather than have it as a paid DLC. Because I don't really like the idea of DLC in most cases. If there's enough content added through the DLC, it's fine. Like with the Pokemon DLC, that was great. We got 2 extra areas, loads of new Pokemon, so much stuff got added in that DLC. That was definitely worth it. Other DLC, I think, should just be in the main game. So it depends on how you do DLC. If they do it the DLC right, so even if they added a cave builder mode onto a game as DLC, just pay for the cave builder and it becomes an add-on to the game. That would be great. So they could, if they'd done like the Pikmin 1 and 2 games when they brought them onto the Switch, they could then have released a cave builder as a DLC to that. And I think that would have been great. So I'd like to see more Pikmin games. So they've got the Pikmin Bloom on smartphones. They've got the Hey Pikmin on. They've done the Hey Pikmin on 3DS. Hey Pikmin was a completely different sort of game, which a lot of people didn't like. It wasn't the best, but I still liked it. But it was a bit simple. It was a very simplified sort of game. So probably not the best, but I liked it. Yeah, I'd like to see more Pikmin. So, unfortunately, most of the other things to do are like challenge modes and stuff. So I think I've unlocked the challenge, not challenge mode, the randomizer. It does have challenge mode on here. Oh, this is fine. It's just. So I think this is just grow loads of Pikmin in a day. That's fine. I think it's just a bit. Just growing Pikmin. Yeah. So collecting parts. When they had the Pikmin 2 challenges, I liked that a lot more. So I think I now get a randomizer mode on here. If I start a new file. Yeah, I get the randomizer now. So complete Pikmin and Louie's quest, then unlocks the randomizer. So I'm not a big fan of randomizers, so I like them as they are, but unfortunately most of the Most of the mods you get are either randomizer-based mods or of just extremely hard mode mods, and that's not how the game was originally designed, is my issue. Louie's Quest is a whole new... It's basically a whole new game, so that's fine. And I like playing the main game, so I've played the... I think I've played through the main game... I think I've only actually done it like 3 or 4 times now. I think when I originally got it, or when I borrowed it from my friend on GameCube, when I got it on the Wii, and then when I was getting set up to do this playthrough of Louie's Quest, I had to do it again. I think I may have replayed it on GameCube or Wii, but I can't remember which. But probably the Wii one I've probably done a couple of times, just for the fun of it. But it gets a bit repetitive when you keep redoing it, so the hard mode just doesn't really interest me because it's not how the game was designed. Randomizer again. Yeah, if more people done mods that were like Louie's Quest, I would play them all the time. I would definitely play them. This is a good game mode, good addition to the game. So I'd definitely applaud them for the work they've done on this. But so maybe we'll get a new Pikmin on the Switch 2. So, but they spent so long on Pikmin 4, and it was fine. Ochi made it too easy. It was the issue with Pikmin 4. Pikmin 3 was a bit too linear and just not that challenging in general. Pikmin 4, I think, was made too easy by Ochi. If you took Ochi out, I think Pikmin 4 would be a lot better a game, but you need more than one captain. So Ochi was replacing the second captain, but in giving him all his upgrades, he made it too easy. So, yeah, sort of rock and a hard place sort of situation with that. So, if they got the balance right, it'd be great. So this, they done a good job with it, I think. So fairly decent balance. So some of the puzzles were a little easy, some were a bit hard, or some enemies were a bit hard. It's just... But in general, good game. So all games have issues that you would sort of change about them, sort of to make them harder or easier and whatnot, but considering this was a fan-made mod, I think that's amazing, how good a job they've done of it. So, a few things I would have changed, having played it, but still a good game. So, anyway, yeah, so I guess that's all I've really got to say on it. So, don't really know what I'll be doing this time next week. I'll be playing something else. I might be doing shiny hunts on one of the other Pokemon games to take a break from Scarlet and Violet. So I've been sort of working on Legends Arceus, but don't really know how much I'll actually do shiny hunting on stream for that right now. I'll have to see. So that's most likely. I may be looking into getting started on another game for stream, but I'll see. Is that a coloured Pikmin randomizer? Just watching the videos on stream. Ooh. Yeah, watching the videos on stream. Yeah, what was I? Watching the cutscenes play out from the randomizer. So that's just mental. But anyway, yeah, so I guess that's me done for now. So this will all be going up on YouTube shortly. So it will be on, the VOD will be on Twitch as well, but it'll also be on YouTube or long term. So I don't have any plans to edit this down at the moment, so I may do a later date, but that's not really of much interest to me. I'm not really into editing videos that much. I do a little bit of editing just for my friends, just as a laugh, but for now this is just going to be left as sort of long format. But anyway, so good game. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you next week. So I should be streaming next Monday, continuing my Dunsparce hunt for the 3-segment Dunsparce, and probably playing something else on the Wednesday. But until then, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.